female. It's got a light on. Appears possibly a bathroom toward the one side of the house. Both juveniles are still in view.
I guess I want to start by saying that we're really lucky tonight in Central Florida. Earlier this evening, an FDLE agent was ambushed and was almost killed. He was shot in the face. And now several hours later, here we are out at this location where a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old decided to take on deputies tonight.
That was Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chickwood. And you did hear him right. 2 children went full-scale grand theft auto in a firefight with Florida police. And you'd not believe how this standoff unfolded. Welcome into TYT Overruled. I'm Adrienne Lawrence. On Tuesday night, a 12-year-old and 14-year-old, about 30 miles northeast of Orlando, escaped from a children's group home called the Florida United Methodist Children's Home. Now, police were out looking for the missing children when the police were flagged down by a passerby who said that they had heard glass breaking in a nearby home that had been left unattended. So the police kind of got to the home, deputies saw the kids playing inside, and they contacted the homeowner. And that's when things really got crazy. The police found out that the homeowner left the home unattended, a handgun out, an AK-47, a shotgun, and maybe about 200 rounds of ammunition. According to deputies, they surrounded the home and tried to talk to the kids. But the kids weren't here for it. They opened fire.
They look like they're going to try to come out. I will challenge. Show me your hands now! Do not approach that door. She's got a shotgun pointed at that door inside on entry.
The kids were firing from the pool deck, bedroom window, garage door, and this went on for like 30 minutes. At one point, the 14-year-old girl yelled, "I'm gonna roll this down like GTA." She also told a deputy she'd kill him. According to the sheriff, the girl was recently staying at a halfway house, but burned the place down in April, and then was transferred to the juvenile group home from which she and her partner in crime had fled. The police eventually shot the girl, hitting her in her arm, chest, and abdomen. The 12-year-old boy, who law enforcement said was armed with an AK, surrendered shortly thereafter.
Car!
The girl was taken to the ER, but is in critical yet stable condition. Both children were charged with attempted first-degree murder and armed burglary. They're both facing life sentences. And I have a few thoughts here. First, I do not pretend to know what's happened to that 14-year-old girl and 12-year-old boy during their short time in this world, but I do know that they have some real problems and that they need help. According to the sheriff, the 14-year-old girl was put in a halfway home after she was accused of stealing puppies. Stealing puppies! I'd steal puppies! But from her to go to puppy theft, to arson, to John Wick is quite the journey. We cannot forget that she is a child.
We got this.
Rip this.
Go ahead. Pull it. Hey, what's your name, sweetie?
Rip it.
What's your name? Come on. Come on, sweetie. What's your name?
What's your name? Nicole? Are you Nicole?
Hey, Nicole. All right.
All right, Nicole, stand still.
That brings me to my second point. The system failed these children. These kids were willing to fight to the death not to return to that group home. That's right, the girl walked out of the garage pointing a gun at the officers, saying that she was going to kill them, only for her to be shot multiple times. That sounds like suicide by cop to me. And there's likely good reason for why the girl wouldn't want to return to this group home. According to the sheriff, his office was called to that group home nearly 300 times last year. And 3 months ago, a security officer there was killed. What the hell? This sounds like a nightmare prison masquerading as some kind of orphanage. There's really something wrong here. Meanwhile, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is out spending more time focusing on trans kids who might want to play volleyball. Ron, get right. Help the children.